All right. I'm going on in. Oh man, I'm going on. Hold on, let me make sure the level's right. I am about to go on in 5. There we go. In 5, 4, 3. All right. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome. This is Philly Funk Radio, Philly Funk TV, and Power WVSR 1360 on your dial. This is a unscheduled daily update. I am Jerry Wilson, as it says right here on the screen, and I'll be with you for the next couple of minutes. Okay, the reason why I'm coming to you today, as you know, well, as we expected, the mayor and the governor of Philadelphia, we were supposed to go into the green phase, which anyone who's doesn't live in Pennsylvania, our governor, during this response to the whole COVID-19 thing, and announcing plans to quote unquote reopen, he set a phase system, which phase 1 was red, phase 2 yellow, and phase 3, which was green. So we're supposed to go into phase 3 on July 3rd or 4th, either Friday or Saturday, and now we're finding out that that's still going to happen, but limited. So gyms and outdoor dining will not happen. And I think what's going on is our governor and mayor is taking their cues from Governor Murphy over in New Jersey, which apparently New Jersey's governor, Phil Murphy, isn't even from New Jersey. Like, I think he may be from, I'm not going to speculate, but I know he's not from the state of New Jersey. I think he's from somewhere all the way out in like Boston or something like that. And don't ask me how he got to New Jersey, but it's understood what was the actions that were taken in response to the whole coronavirus thing. Nobody knew what was going on, and nobody, knew what to do. So put the mask on, wash hands. Let's close down certain things, and let's help even everything out, and let's help even out the spread. Okay. Well, in some southern states, because they weren't following, some of the guidelines, the southern states, like down south, like Texas and so forth, they're having increases in cases. Well, everyone's having increases in cases because what's going on is they've increased testing. So it is true that the more you test, the more you're going to find people that are testing positive, which is true, which we do need to test people. But now Philadelphia is doing a limited green reopening, but in New Jersey, I think they just stopped everything. And it's like the sad part about what happened in New Jersey, and actually incidentally what's going on here is you had a lot of restaurants. Now, I used to work in hospitality, food service, and I used to work at a couple of different restaurants. I used to wash dishes. I used to work doing host, I forgot what you call it, houseman work in hospitality, like hotels and so forth. So a lot of these hotels, in preparation for the reopening, they already started ordering extra food, and they started bringing back their staff, and they put them back on payroll, only now to have these orders. This happened yesterday over in New Jersey, and this just happened today here in Philadelphia, where now they're being told, no, you cannot open for indoor dining. So now, in anticipation, they had ordered all of this food and did all these staff callbacks for nothing. Now, food's probably going to go to waste unless they donate it, but they're going to take a financial hit on that. And the staff, they're going to put them back out, and they got to go back out on unemployment. And the way that unemployment was working, a lot of people didn't get their unemployment to begin with, or a lot of people's checks are delayed and so forth. Now you got to deal with the unemployment thing all over again. I think the only fortunate thing is that they never actually reopened, so I don't think they had to close out their claims, so their claims should still be open. But I mean, it's just kind of a shame, and I understand, you got to do what you got to do to try to supposedly stop the spread of this, but it's getting to the point where I think we have to come to the realization that this thing isn't going anywhere. Like, this COVID-19 is not going anywhere. So the original reasoning was, I guess, if we keep everybody away from each other and keep everybody in the house, then everything will die down and everything will die off. But I'm not a science expert, nor am I a doctor. But viruses don't disappear. They may slow down, they may go dormant, but they don't disappear. This COVID-19 thing is not disappearing. So instead of shutting everything down and keep shutting everything down, it's getting to the point where we're going to have to learn how to deal with COVID-19, coronavirus, and actually start making adjustments and provisions and so forth that actually make sure that we don't keep shutting everything down and displacing people and so forth. So that's my comment. I know a lot of people are going to disagree with me about that, but I really don't care. This is my opinion, and my opinion only, that, like I said, we have to deal with it. And I am one of those people that is considered a vulnerable population. I have diabetes, and that is supposed to be one of the factors. But something that I noticed that the media is not putting out a lot. They keep talking about new cases, new cases, new cases, new cases. We have X amount of new cases come out today. We have thousands of new cases come out today, thousands of new cases. But what they're underplaying is, out of those new cases, how many of those resulted in actual active illnesses, meaning people who are actively ill? Are these asymptomatic people? Or are these people that have it and they're not even really exhibiting, like they're sick and they're not really going through, the full-fledged horrors that people generally associate with coronavirus? So I want to look at the data on the hospitalizations, and I want to look at the data on deaths, how many people need to be put on ventilators, and out of those populations of the new cases that are hospitalizations, how many of those, what are the demographics and the age categories of those, so that instead of everybody closes down and nobody can do anything, we could focus in on those populations, and we could focus on those areas and demographics of those people who mainly need to be treated. Because right now, with them trying to do everybody, the people that really need it, some of those people aren't going to get the assistance that they need. And it's like, we need to focus in on those vulnerable populations, such as people like myself with diabetes, people in nursing homes, people with cancer, people with other ailments that would make them more susceptible to succumbing to COVID-19. So, again, this is my opinion. The stuff is getting ridiculous. It's just getting ridiculous. Now, I'm not one of those Trumpers that are going to come out and say, well, I don't believe this is a hoax, and I don't believe this. I do believe that this is, like I said, it is a virus, and it's not going anywhere. I wash my hands, I wear my mask, I wear my gloves, I do everything I need to do. But again, it's going to get to the point where, are we going to keep shutting everything down every 2 weeks, every month, every year, every whatever, or are we going to learn to deal with it? So anyway, you can give me your opinion. You can comment on this video, or you can hit me up on other social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Philly Funk Radio. Of course, you're on the Jerry Wilson page right now, or you may be watching on Periscope or Twitch. So you could go over to Facebook at Philly Funk Radio, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Philly Funk Radio, or you can even email your comment station at phillyfunkradio.com, station at phillyfunkradio.com. Now, this is coming, by the way, this is coming from somebody. Now, I read a lot. I look at the news every day. I'm looking at the statistics. I'm looking at everything. This isn't just coming from, I'm not one of these people that really goes out anyway. Anyone who knows me knows I don't really go out. Even if, like in Delaware, the movie theaters are open. A lot of stuff is open. Most of the stuff is open in a lot of places. I never really was an outside person anyway. But I'm just looking at everything as a whole. And it's looking like it's spiraled from containment to nonsense. And it's like, this has to end at a certain point. So anyway, I'm going to get off the air. If you want, you can comment. I may be back on later. Anyway, have a good day, everybody.